guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dawn. I'm a British expat, originally from Manchester in the UK, and now I live in the Netherlands or Holland with my partner Lawrence, our two boys Josh and Will, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. And if you're a returning OG, welcome back guys, nice to see you. So I just quickly went to the supermarket. Sorry, my fridge is beeping. We're really running low on a couple of things. Bread, I know we just seem to be going through mountains of bread at the moment. But anyway, because it's Friday, I decided to just nail the shopping. So William's been busy with school all morning. So Lawrence came with me, stood outside in the sunshine, chatted to a few people passing by, and I zipped around the supermarket and bought a huge trolley load of shopping, which I've just been putting away. And we're going to have great weather here. Monday's a bank holiday in the Netherlands because it's King's Day, where it's a national holiday and we celebrate the King's birthday, Willem Alexander. And before him, it was his mother, Queen Beatrice. We always had Queen's Day and it was a national holiday for her. Anyway, normally the whole of Holland goes nuts. It's a huge party. Everybody dresses in orange or the Dutch flag, and there's street parties, and it's a really, really amazing day. Everybody's happy and in good spirits. Of course, because of lockdown, we can't celebrate. But anyway, I've decided, because we've got great weather, I'm going to do a couple of barbecues. So that's why I've stocked up. The fridge is busting because I've got enough barbecue meat and salads and sides for 2 barbecues over the weekend. And I also needed to do my general shop. William's actually on the phone to a pro footballer, a Dutch one. He doesn't remember his name. He currently plays for Groningen. Prior to that, he played for Ajax. So by all accounts, I think he's a good player. I'll find out what his name is. But somebody, one of the parents, I think, has arranged, they must know him via. And he's doing a Q&A with all the class kids of William's school. So yeah, it's really nice. He's enjoying it. They're all bombarding him with questions and shame. I don't think he can keep up. But yeah, if I find out what his name is, maybe your kids know about the Dutch Premiership, Eredivisie. I'll type it in somewhere when I find out. So anyway, we're just going to have lunch. I actually, because I was at the supermarket, I cheated. I'll show you what I bought. So Lawrence has bought these, they're called frikandel broodje. Yeah, frikandel. And frikandels are basically a kind of sausage. So it's a sausage roll, pretty much. So I've got sausage roll for Lawrence. William wanted kaas croissantjes, so cheese croissants. And I've got these, it's called a kaas snack, so cheese snack. And they're a little bit like a cinnamon roll, but they have like melted cheese in the middle. They're so nice. And you can warm them up or have them cold. And then, because it's nice weather, I decided to stock up on some wine. Normally I always buy rosé at this time of the year. I don't know why, it seems to be my thing. But when I was digging around the fridge the other night, I discovered this Sauvignon Blanc by Wild Pig. Don't actually remember buying it, but we cracked it open and it was delicious. So stocked up, got a couple more bottles. That was 2018 and this is 2019. Anyway, give that a go. If you can get hold of that, I recommend it. It's not the cheapest in the store, but it wasn't, I think it was like €6 a bottle. So, and I think bottles of wine you can pick up from like €3 upwards. So it's like mid-range, I think. Okay, we're going to eat now, we're hungry. And then I've got laundry to peg out and obviously stuff to do, be getting on with. I've just come into the garden and somebody started power tooling. Really? I don't know, every time I go in the garden to film something, either I have like planes going off, somebody starts boxercising behind me, and now we've got a sander or something, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. The reason I've come into the garden is 2 reasons. Firstly, I've come out to do a weather check because yesterday it said it was going to be sunny. We had plans to go on the boat this afternoon and have a barbecue this evening, and now it's really, really overcast and feels very damp and close. So I am doubting if it's gonna even rain anyway. And then the other reason I've come into the garden is I've come to check on the old planter to see if any of the dirt, soil, compost in it is salvageable. I think it is. I'll show you. So what I was thinking is I could pull all the weeds out that I can see and then tip all the soil out onto like a plastic bin bag, a plastic sheet. And then when I was in the supermarket doing my big shop the other day, I noticed on the way out that they were selling smaller bags of potting compost, and I didn't buy it because I just had enough of the place. My trolley was loaded. I mean, I was sort of holding on to things, sliding out of it, and I could just nip in because it's not in the supermarket itself, it's on the side, and I could pay for it at the information / cigarette counter, but there was a queue of people there, so that's why I didn't do it. But I did notice it. So I was thinking if I empty it all out, pick up one of those smaller compost bags and then mix it all in, and I think I could use it actually. And I have got some sand in a bag from when we laid the paving stones, tiles, whatever you call them, in the garden. So I thought if I mix it with a bit of sand, that might be okay for vegetables. I don't know, maybe I'm talking utter rubbish and I should actually Google these things. Anyway, talking of my vegetables, good news, I'll insert some footage. The chives are coming. All is not lost. No peppers, so maybe I have got one duff bag of plants, packet of seeds. I can't think of the words, but anyway, we'll see. We have some chives. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with any of these things. I think the cucumbers are getting a bit big now, so I need to start thinking of separating them. Anyway, if I don't do it this afternoon, I think tomorrow or this evening, I'm going to sit down and concentrate and really do some research and plan out what to do with all these seedlings, because I'm getting quite into it now. I really don't want a vegetable patch in the garden. So I think between this trough thing and the plant pots that I have got, I've got enough to be transferring them for now. I'm hoping they can live outside. I don't know, part of the research. And then by the time lockdown's over, I mean, in theory, I can go to the garden centre right now if I really wanted to, but every time I've driven past, it's been really busy, that car park, and I just don't want to go. Or I could actually go and sit in the car park at opening time, and it's a huge, I think at one point it was the biggest garden centre in Europe. It's definitely the biggest in Holland. I could actually just park up at opening time, nip in and go straight to the section where I know the pots and compost are. So I know my way around that place like the back of my hand. Anyway, waffle. Yeah, and then the other thing, so it wasn't 2 things came to garden. There's 3 things. The folders have arrived and there's quite a lot of them in there. So just put the kettle on. So I thought I'm going to sit in the garden, even though it's a bit damp and cool. It's still nice to sit out, have coffee, read the folders, inspect weather and plant pots. Yeah, so the other thing, I can just quickly show you something worked on. I really can't concentrate on big projects at the moment. I'm struggling, and I hear that from a lot of crafty people, that you're really struggling with focusing and concentrating on bigger things at the moment. So I've been looking at smaller little projects to work on, just to sort of, you know, keep me going and but not sort of occupy too much of my headspace at the moment. So that being said, made this little, don't know, like a teether ring, don't know what you call it. I've had these wooden teether rings in my craft stash for, oh, I think at least 2 or 3 years now. I made a couple of things with them. I think I bought like a packet of 10, and then I've seen these on Pinterest and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go. I've used the Scapia's linen blend just to see what they were like, because it's got like a bit of a coarser feel to it. It's still soft, but it's a bit coarser, so I thought that might be nice for little gums. But anyway, I think I'll make a few of them. It was a very quick and simple project to make. I'll put the link somewhere of the YouTube tutorial. Somebody's very loud over there in the park, to the pattern that I followed, and it was really, really easy. Even if you're like a beginner, it's literally made of I think it was single crochets, increase and decreases. It's like super simple, and some slip stitches. So that's my little make today, yesterday, last night. The other thing is I'll mention, oh yeah, I'll show you my t-shirt. I think this has got to be the world's oldest Primark t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's unicorn, very faded, and it says your sparkle has not gone unnoticed. And this is my, okay, so I'm laughing because a couple of vlogs ago, Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful, if you watch her, she's doing daily vlogs as well at the moment, which is really, really nice. It's like part of my routine now to watch. She mentioned she was wearing an old t-shirt. Oh my God, I'm going to turn you around right now. Oh my God, that just gave me the biggest fright. It's just landed on the fence in front of me. It looks smaller on the camera, but it's huge. The neighbours, oh, have got a fish pond. So I think he's trying to steal a fish. Oh my God. I want to stand up, but I don't want to scare him off. Actually, I don't think he's scared of anything the size of him. Let's see if I can put the camera a bit higher. He's definitely stalking something. Let's see if I can stand up slowly. Really slow. Gosh, he's huge. When he was at full height, I think he must be about 3 foot high, I'd say. I don't know what that is in metric. Sorry, I'm showing my age now. Let's see what he does. Oh, it's so exciting. All happens in Ellesmere, eh? Because my arm's aching from holding the camera. Well, he was definitely looking at next door's fish pond. Sorry, Jack's behind me. He was stood at the door watching me film. Yeah, but they've got a net over their pond. Because, yeah, a lot of people in Holland with fish ponds absolutely hate the cranes. I think we might call them herons as well in the UK. I'm not sure. Anyway, he flew away. It was very exciting. Anyway, in midst discussion about my t-shirt, yeah, so I was watching Ali, and she was dyeing her hair, her roots. I'm still holding off on mine, and she was wearing an old t-shirt. She said it's a special t-shirt for hair dyeing and other things, and I really laughed because I was like, yeah, that's like my unicorn t-shirt. So I usually wheel this out for a couple of special reasons. One is when I'm having a super lazy day. It's my lazy t-shirt. It's my slob t-shirt. Or when I'm doing messy jobs like hair dyeing. Got a little tail poking out here next to me. And just garden work and whatever. So you might have seen this a few times. Anyway, so that's my messy t-shirt. This is a weird angle. But yeah, it always makes me smile when I put it on. I remember when I bought it, some of my friends were with me and they were like, why are you buying that? You're not 5. But all of them really laughed, and yeah, it's my smiley time. Oh, another thing I'm going to mention before I go off and make my coffee. When I mentioned the crafty things, the Great British Sewing Bee and Kirsty Alsop's, and I forget now what the name of her show is. No, I'm sorry. But anyway, I realised there's not been a lot of publicity around it. And actually Ellie from Craft House Magic, hi Ellie, she watches occasionally. If you're into anything crafting, sewing, knitting, crochet, anything crafty, go and watch Ellie's channel, because she's can pretty much make everything. And I'm very envious in a nice way of everything Ellie makes, her skills. But anyway, Ellie mentioned she wasn't aware that Kirsty had another show, and yeah, she's got like a lockdown thing. In fact, I think the name of the show is something Kirsty Alsop lockdown, some blah blah blah. I'll try and remember to write the name of the show here. But Ellie wasn't aware that she had a show, so I looked it up. If you're in the UK, hopefully you can get catch up or stream it from somewhere, but she's had a show on every day of the week at 5 o'clock British time on Channel 4. So go and check Kirsty's show out. I've recorded them, so I've got like a nice binge watch to watch, as I always do with her shows, like the Christmas ones. I always binge watch them. So I can't say what they've been about, but if you like Kirsty and crafting, you know, you'll be in for a treat. She always does a good show. So, okay, it's got a little bit cool now. I'm going to go in. I don't think I'll be reading the folders in the garden anymore because I am a bit cold. But I'm definitely going to go inside for half an hour, sit down, coffee and chill, and see what offers, what the hype and trend is this week. Don't know if it'll be banana bread anymore. It seems to have gone quiet on that front. Just got home. So thirsty. Having this. This is like cordial, limonada they call it. Tropical, it's really nice. So thirsty. I've actually been at our garage. If you're familiar with the vlog, you'll know we rent a garage further, it's like just across the street and a bit down. And I'm painting something, and unfortunately can't share it with you yet. If you're a crafter or a maker, chances are you're always working on some kind of secret project. So those of you who have secret projects will understand my plight. But I realised I was in there and I'm like painting, and I'm like, phew. And yeah, I was wearing my unicorn shirt 2 days on a run. So yeah, I was like, it's me, I smell. So it's gone in the wash. It's because I only put it on to paint, or you know, whatever, garden, dye my hair. And but I hadn't registered this morning when I put it on that I'd actually done quite a couple of hours in it yesterday, so it's a bit fresh. So while I was painting, William come over to say that they were going out on the boat. Did I want to join them? So with William and Lawrence, Josh was doing one of his fitness regimes with his friends. I don't know. I think they're probably lying in the park sunbathing, posing for girls. Anyway, but I said no. I was literally in mid paint. I just poured some in the paint tray, and I thought, you know what, off you go. So I think Lawrence is going to let William be captain. He's going to skip the boat today. So I thought that's nice actually. Spend a bit of time together with each other, do some guys stuff. So I've got quite a bit to do on my painting yet, but I've done I've done a second coat on some things and a first coat on others, and my back's killing me now, so I've just come home. I've put vest and shorts on. I still haven't read the advertisements that come through the door, so I'm going to make my cold drink and I'm going to sit on the sofa out in the garden and just, yeah, be alone. I know we're in isolation, but I don't even remember the last time I was actually home alone. Also strange. So we're on the boat, we've made it, and we've brought Jack with us, which every time we go on the boat we say we'll never take him ever again because he's got this tendency to just jump off the boat without any warning. So and every time he sees us getting all the gear together and gets all excited, and I've said let's just take him, I feel sorry for him. So we've brought the like the sunbed sections of the boat. So we're hoping that having a nice flat surface to lie on, he can be a bit more calmer. We'll see. Sorry, there's another boat coming our way. Just letting them through. Okay, excitement over. The other boat has come through. There's people's dogs going mad yapping at us. It is nice, but it's a little bit nippy. So I've got a fleece on, and I've brought my my trusty crocheted boat blanket that I made years ago. Jack! Oh, he was hanging over the side then. The thing is, when we gather a bit of speed and then the waves start hitting the boat, that's when he has a tendency to just leap off, and he's getting precariously close to the edge now. I brought his doggy towel anyway, just in case, but anyway, we're going to pick up a bit of speed. I think we're going to head out to the like the recreational islands and just have a nice slow sail in and amongst the islands, because it should be a bit warmer there. I've got this weird vibration off the motor, that's strange. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling now. Well, making super quick salad. Florence is outside doing the barbecue. It's actually quite chilly, but Joshua came home from his friends. Let them do his hair. Let's just say I had to do a rescue. It was, yeah, a mess. Frankly, they've gone on in with the clippers. The plan was they were going to do each other's. And anyway, I think Joshua sort of realised quite quickly what was going on and came home. But I've managed to sort of I don't know, got the I had to basically chop the lot off, and then he was missing like chunks, like he scalped him in places. So yeah, I've managed to, I took the length off, and then I've basically tried to blend it as much as I can, but it's still a bit steppy. But anyway, it looks okay. It's got like a buzz cut, like a crew cut kind of thing. So it's, I mean, if I say it myself, he knows my son, but he's not a bad looking chap, Joshua, so I think he can carry it off quite well. So yeah, don't know what state the friendship's in at the moment. It's a bit precarious. And then, sorry, cherry tomatoes. Soon I'll be eating my own tomatoes. Doubt it. These are lovely. They're on the vine. They're just like sweeties. They're so nice. Anyway, I don't know how it happened, but where my spot on the sofa, I reached over to Miss Lawrence. I reached over to grab something off the little side table next to the sofa. Didn't even realise that I had quite a large amount of cold coffee left in the cup, and it went everywhere. And unfortunately, it went all over my socks. Yeah, so I am still trying to nail socks, knitted socks. And yeah, most of the coffee went on the sock and the sock yarn. So I've thrown a lot in the bin. The thing is, because it was a half made up object, sorry, you keep going light and dark, it's because I'm stood with the natural light behind me, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, because it's not a finished object, I was like, what do? I don't know, can I wash it? And I thought, you know what, it was like the cheapest yarn. It was from one of these bargain stores, and I like the yarn. It wasn't nice for the sock, so I threw it in the bin. Yes, I did. I threw it in the bin. So now I'm going to start again with socks. Maybe after lockdown, when I feel more the right frame of mind to do it. Getting this olive oil. Can't see. I haven't got my glasses on. I can tell it's one of those days. Okay. Oh, let's get it. Just all I've done is just tomatoes, cucumber, iceberg lettuce, and some ready-made croutons. I can show you. Mediterranean mix. Had a bit left. It's nice actually. It's got croutons. It's got all like pumpkin seeds and things in it, and a little drizzle of olive oil, and then that will more than suffice. Oops. For us, the kids will have a meagre amount of lettuce. So, okay, I'm being distracted now. Listen, I'm going to wrap up the vlog. I think I've waffled on way too much, and I've got to try and edit this down so it's watchable for you guys, not too boring. I'm really struggling with things to film at the moment, but I think we're all in the same boat. Oh, should mention something. Oh, it clearly went out of my head. Oh, so I'm always working on secret projects, as most makers are, and I couldn't share it with you, but well, you probably know I watch Claire from Sporty in her 40s, and we've developed a nice online friendship. Claire was hoping to come over here this year, and for one thing and another, it's not happening as of yet. We was going to meet up, but anyway, Claire, poor thing, celebrated her birthday in lockdown which is fine. You know, Lawrence also celebrated it in lockdown, but the thing is, he had me and the boys, and Claire lives in an apartment, a flat on her own, and she really made the most of it. It sounded like she had a lovely day. She vlogged it, but I was like, squish. So I asked Claire if I could send her something, just a little something. So I did make something for her. If you're curious what I made, I'll put a link to Claire's channel. You can go check out her vlog of what I made her. And we came back from the boat just after Joshua came home with his hair, and I was mid vlog watching, and she unboxed my gift, and I was all like, oh, giddy. I was like, and she loved it, so I'm super happy, so happy for her. She's been getting some nice goodies from her friends and family. That's nice. But anyway, hopping over to Claire's channel if you want to know see what I made her. Right. I'm going to say bye, wrap up the vlog, and say once again thanks for joining, guys, and hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good weekend. We've got a bank holiday here tomorrow. As I mentioned, it's King's Day. So far the weather forecast is looking like it's going to be okay, so I think we'll probably go out on the water because a lot of people will be out there. It'll be like a little bit of a sort of floating party kind of thing, so I think it'll be a really nice atmosphere. No barbecue tomorrow though, I don't know what we'll do. Okay, thanks for joining. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.